What are you gonna do?
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. George Orwell said the bravest thing any one single man can do is speak the truth. And we are in dark times right now, and you are not allowed to say true things like, for instance, unaccountable and unlimited and unregistered mail-in balloting that is sent out without signature verifications and that get delivered to unaccountable and unmonitored drop boxes is a terrible third world banana republic way to run your elections. We say it, you're not supposed to say it, but it's amazing what happens when you scream the truth louder than they can scream the lies, baby. And now, well, the chickens are coming home to roost. Check this out. A Democrat judge in a Democrat city orders a Democrat election to be overruled and to be redone because there was so much fraud in the election. This is, of course, in Connecticut. Judge orders new mayoral primary after surveillance video shows possible ballot stuffing. Judge William Clark in Bridgeport, Connecticut, during a Democrat mayoral primary, so Democrats running against Democrats only, found that the ballot boxes were stuffed with so many fraudulent ballots. The videos are shocking to the court and should be shocking to all parties, the judge writes. The volume of ballots are so mishandled that it calls into the results of the primary election into serious doubt and leaves the court unable to determine the legitimate winner of the election. Ooh, baby. Can we talk about it because it's Democrats doing it to Democrats? Can we talk about it because the most powerful man in the world is now talking about it? Elon Musk, the most powerful man in the world, okay? Not only is he the richest guy in the world, but he's like responsible for all of America's satellite technology, communications technology during wartime, sophisticated military equipment that gives America like a stratospheric leap ahead of our potential enemies. Starlink alone makes Elon Musk the most powerful man on earth. But nonetheless, Elon Musk just responded to us. Now, what did we put up? First, we put up this story, all right? The story directly from the Connecticut Examiner, local media in a blue state. When was the last time Connecticut went red? So you assume this is like from a left-wing source. Court overturns Bridgeport Democrat primary, calling evidence of fraud shocking, okay? This is for real, right? And the judge is, of course, saying that the ballots are so mishandled that he can't figure out who the legitimate winner is. What was the evidence? Well, here's some of it. This is the evidence of a county Democrat officer, Wanda Pataki, vice chair of the Bridgeport Democrat Town Committee, operations specialist for the city, stuffing ballot boxes. You can see her wander over here. You can see her go thinking that she's off camera, and then she goes back again. Got to get that extra hit. She goes and wanders over here. Then she drops more ballots. She shoves more ballots into the drop box. Now, of course, this is exactly where you drop ballots at 5 a.m. That's where everyone drops the ballots at 5 a.m., right? Back again. Remember, she works in the city. She literally works for the city. Here she goes, back at it again, shoving more ballots into the drop boxes. Now she grabs one of her co-defendants here and commits fraud with one of her little minions there. Okay. So, Elon Musk then responds to our tweet with the evidence and, of course, with the judge's ruling, saying a judge ordered a new election in Connecticut town after surveillance video showed ballot stuffing in drop boxes, ! This is what happens. What happens here is beyond a reasonable doubt. The only question is, how common is it? Elon Musk stating. So important to be covering this kind of stuff. So important that Elon Musk, with his 150 million followers, 160 million followers, most followed man on earth on this platform, is making these points known. There are states in the USA, Florida, and other countries that get everything counted accurately and within a few hours. Nobody questions the results because all the ballots are accurately tracked. The only states that have problems are states that want to have problems so they can monkey with the results. It's amazing. The comments are just absolutely amazing to Elon's post here. So Elon Musk saying this and then bringing forth a huge number of people saying, this is brilliant. Joe Biden got 81 million votes. That's such a... there's your meme. There's your meme of the day. Elon Musk talking about this, of course, is an incredibly, incredibly powerful thing. Okay, Elon Musk has talked about election fraud before. Douglas Mackey got 7 months in jail for posting a meme. This had no material impact on the election. What prison sentences were given to those who suppressed the Hunter Biden laptop information that did have a material impact on the election? An American group made false claims about Russian election interference to interfere with American elections, Elon Musk has said, about the cover-up of the Hunter Biden laptop story and Russiagate. And now Democrat judges are overturning Democrat primary elections. Man. It makes you wonder. Makes you wonder why they stopped the vote counting in the middle of the night in 5 swing states. Why'd they stop it in only 5 swing states? Why are they the only ones that got the vote count stopped? Has anybody ever happen again? Is that happen? Should we just expect that to happen from now on? You're just going to turn the lights off? The machines have to rest, you see. Yeah. This is just such a great point. Trump was arrested in Georgia for asking the exact same questions in 2020. This is the video from Georgia in 2020 after poll watchers were forced out after a mysterious water pipe bursts. They literally pulled suitcases of ballots out from under the table and ran them through the machines for hours unsupervised. Fight me, man. What do you want? Fight me. Charlie Kirk has a great breakdown here. The Bridgeport, Connecticut parallels to 2020. Unprecedented number of mail-in ballots, video evidence of ballot stuffing, extensive use of ballot drop boxes, limited to no signature verification, election decided by a teeny fraction of overall votes, large number of mail-in ballots not properly certified. Only difference is that Democrat versus Democrat fraud. This is the only reason we're hearing about it, and the only reason the primary in Bridgeport has been overturned. If they were willing to cheat in a local mayoral race, what do you think they're willing to do to defeat a man they think is Hitler? Sham, says Charlie. There you go. There you go. You want your evidence? Here's your evidence. What are they doing what are they doing in Detroit? What's this van full of? Has anybody ever explained this? Okay, like explain it to me calmly, slowly. Explain it to me. Like you would a child. What are those being wheeled in to the vote tabulation center in Detroit? In Michigan, where Joe Biden won by like 20 votes. Somebody explain that to me. Elon Musk is asking questions, and he rightly should. Here's just a quick preview from around the country, red states and blue states, election fraud. A Democrat woman in Arizona is a felon. She pled guilty on collecting ballots that she had no right to collect and then filling those ballots out. In Michigan, the former Michigan Secretary of State said almost over 800,000 ballot applications were sent to non-qualified voters. Bags of prepaid gift cards, guns with silencers, burner phones, Democrat-funded organization with temporary facilities were there to harvest the ballots. That's what's happening in Michigan. Is this just because some crazy loons, some crackpots saying this? Nope, this is because the Michigan Department of State Police are saying this. This is the state police documentation that has been referred now to the FBI to investigate in the state of Michigan. In New Jersey, a man is now facing multiple felonies. The Patterson Council Speaker, Alex Mendez, this guy, is facing penalties for stealing mail-in ballots from people's mailboxes, and then changing the votes on them in order to rig the election for himself. This is directly from, where are you reading this from? Well, from NBC. Alex Mendez allegedly stole mail-in ballots along with his wife and 2 campaign supporters to rig the 2020 election. New allegations are far broader and more serious. The criminal conspiracy was done to get himself elected, according to the state attorney general, who said Mendez and his wife Two campaign supporters stole mail-in ballots from residents' mailboxes, filled some out, and then tried to mail in fakes in an effort to win. This is directly from the Attorney General of New Jersey. Here are the frauds. Here's what he's being charged with. Conspiracy to commit election fraud, fraud in casting mail-in votes, unauthorized possession of ballots, tampering with public records, falsifying tampering with records, forgery, conspiracy and tampering with and fabricating physical evidence, soliciting and procuring and assisting in unlawful registration, conspiracy to commit voter fraud. If you think this is rare, head on over to Heritage Foundation's voter fraud database and you will see that it is not rare. That there are thousands and thousands and thousands of cases of ineligible voting, duplicate voting, fraudulent voting, altering the vote count, ineligible voting, fraudulent use of absentee ballots, duplicate voting, and so on and so forth. See for yourself. Not only is this not rare, this is something that is common. It is a horrible, horrible reality that America has to deal with, that our election systems are broken beyond repair, and we need to fix them immediately. In case you're wondering if people are waking up, remember this clip from Joe Rogan. How much election fraud was there? Ooh, baby. When Joe Rogan's saying lots, you got a problem.
How much election fraud do you think is real?
Here we go, Joe. You want to go to election fraud?
Yeah, because I don't think it's zero.
No,
it's
no
not
way.
zero. I think we could all agree it's not zero.
No way it's not zero.
And we know that these voting machines can be with.
Yeah.
And we know that there's some irregularities, all that Kerry Lake stuff in Arizona that they're trying to dismiss. It doesn't look like that's invalid. It looks like there's real fraud there. It looks like there's some real shenanigans there. At the very least, there was voting machines that weren't working properly, and it seems very suspicious that a lot of them were in Republican areas. There's a lot of shenanigans. And I think there's coordinated efforts to make sure that certain people get elected. I don't know how far they go, but I know it's not zero.